It's Earth Week, y'all, and we're celebrating with day 2 of ABC News Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z's electric vehicle road trip. Today, she made her way through her home state of Michigan after departing from New York yesterday morning, arriving at Ford's electric-only manufacturing plant in the town of Dearborn. Last year, the big three makers, Ford, Chrysler, and GM, all announced they'd be transitioning to all-electric vehicles by 2035. Ginger joins us now somewhere in Kentucky. You've been on the move. I said earlier, right. I was like, I think she's in Michigan. I don't know. No, you're in Kentucky, Ginger. How's it going?
No, we got to move. We're covering 2,100 miles. We better get on the road. It's going well, thank you. I'm in a Meyer parking lot in Kentucky, and we are at the charging station. You caught us during a charge again. So we're mid-charge, and it's been actually less annoying. That's what somebody asked me, has it been annoying to stop? You know, by the time you use the restroom and get something healthy to eat and move your body a little, the 30 minutes is done. And that's what average a lot of these stops have been. So we've, you know, it's been a normal. Poor Sam and Chris have had to listen to a lot of me singing Disney princess songs, but other than that, we're in great shape.
You said get something healthy to eat. We'll get back to the singing in a moment, but we know that road trips are for bad food eating, but you know what? We won't get into that right now, Ginger. Let me ask you this. In addition to Ford, Chrysler, and GM, just last week, California unveiled a proposal to ban the sale of new gas-fuel cars by 2035. What does this mean for the future of gas-powered vehicles?
You know, I think in California, they are always really progressive in trying to change their emissions and trying to change their climate impacts. And so I think it is a very aggressive move to put together a proposal to say we will no longer be selling them. It's not like they're going to kick the gas vehicles off the road at that very moment. And it is quite a long way away. So there's a lot of infrastructure change and grid reinforcement that will happen before then. I think they're just making a commitment, which is what we need from the leaders of the world, I would think. Now, that said, you want to get people fired up, you try to start telling them they can't drive their vehicle. So I think it just needs to be very clearly stated that it doesn't mean you can't drive the vehicle. It just means that this is in an effort to move toward a cleaner future.
And we see American consumers, Ginger, they're increasing, you know, EV sales in the U.S. Manufacturers like Ford have plans to make electric school buses, delivery vehicles, transport vans. I actually covered here at the DC Auto Show, a few months ago, and I felt like it was all about the electric car. So is the public doing enough, though? And are major corporations doing enough in improving climate change?
Right, and so it's one thing to leave it to the consumer to just kind of decide on what they like or what. We need support. You have to have the infrastructure. You know, we're driving a Tesla on this trip, but I did another one of these trips with my family, and I was driving a Nissan Leaf at one point for a couple of days. And most of the trip was okay, but when it comes to the charging infrastructure, right at this very moment, it is not equal. Tesla owns the biggest share because they have the greatest infrastructure. That's not just me saying it. Cars.com and other experts would say the same. We need to see Tesla sharing charge points, and we need to see the 50,000 or so charge stations across the nation double, triple, get into rural areas, places that don't have them right now, because we're traveling along I-75, a couple of smaller towns in Georgia that will hit, but it really isn't equal as far as where the charging stations are. So we need policy and we need private industry to push this. So the big three, Ford, Chrysler, GM, when they said we're going all electric by 2035, that's a huge statement, and that tells you the market is about to move.
Yeah, definitely. Let me ask you, speaking of moving, how is Sam's driving and Donato's driving? Is it okay?
Thankfully, Sam and Donato have traveled with me so much with storm chasing and everything else. Sam can talk right now because she's a great driver. And you know, and she never lets me. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh, come on, Sam. Well, if you're on the move and you want to, you know, if you want to take a detour over to South Carolina, my mom might cook you a meal, but I can tell you, Ginger, it won't be healthy. I'm still getting on to her about that, but oh, we lost you a little bit. I see Donato back there. I'll let you guys get on the road, Ginger. Go ahead, go ahead. Somewhere in Kentucky, making their way to Miami. Ginger Z and the team, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.